everybody, and welcome back to my channel. First off, I'd like to apologise that this is actually going to be a little bit late this week. I'm actually recording this on the Monday, but I know it's going to be late because I'm off to a gig tomorrow, which means that I'm not going to be at home, which means I can't really spend all evening tonight editing because, quite frankly, I'd like to spend the evening with my girlfriend as I'm not going to be here tomorrow night. So I'm going to find some time to edit during the week, and that was an unnecessarily long story that you didn't really need to know. For those who are interested in knowing who I'm going to go and see tomorrow, it's the Glory and the Beast tour, which involves Brothers of Metal, Glory Hammer, and Beast in Black. I can't f***ing wait. On the note that I'm looking forward to that tomorrow, I should probably actually completely forget about it and start putting some effort into what I'm doing. Now, I don't need to explain everything. I did all that last week in an extraordinarily long video, which got about 80 views. Thank you very much for you guys. I should probably run over everything that I learned last week, but I'm only going to run over a couple of them. And if I can remember correctly, that I have been practicing during the week are essentially the power chord changes. So I'm going to go with this one that I did last week, which was, I believe, that'll do, because quite frankly I can't bother to keep re-recording that over and over and over again. I can play it better, I'm not doing particularly well. Unfortunately, when you tend to find that there is a camera on you, you can't really tend to play stuff very well, which is a bit annoying, because obviously if I'm jigging about, I can play it a lot better than I come across on camera. I'm sure it still sounds shit. The other one, I believe, was this. Okay, again, I'm sure that sounded terrible. Doesn't matter. Because that was what I was practicing. There we go, I ran over last week. Check that off the list. You can now move on to realistically what I want to move on to. So I was looking through, page forward through the book that I'm currently looking at, which, in case any of you forgot, is the Heavy Metal Guitar Bible. Again, not sponsored. I just really like the book. I went to move on to the next chapter after the power chords, duh, and I've got some picking riffs, which I did practice a little bit. This one, now we've had a quick primer on timing and using a metronome, it's time to break out some metal riffs. These riffs have been written in hone in your picking hand, blah 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 blah. So the top one, which looks like this, goes like this. Again, I messed that up at the end there, but you get the idea. And then there's one that's like a 7. Okay, so it goes like this. Yeah, and it says to use alternate picking, which for those not in the know, I can make it quite simple on camera. I lift up the guitar, which is an Epiphone SG. Love this thing. Down picking, up picking. Missed that last one, but you get the idea. Alternate. That's up and down. Apparently, a lot of guitarists find it difficult to pick up alternate picking. I haven't, because I have played mandolin for a couple of years and alternate picking is pretty natural to me now. In fact, I actually struggle with anything else. So damn, that sounds nice, doesn't it? I mean, down picking, it sounds very metal. Okay. Anyway, so I moved on to the next bit after sort of vaguely faffing around with that and kind of losing interest, and it's gallop rhythms. Galloping is a fairly common rhythm to be using in metal music, but a gallop is 3 notes per bar in 3 notes per beat, but missing out the fourth note. So you're essentially picking like this, but you just miss out every fourth one. Now, sped up, it sounds like a horse galloping. That's about as fast as I can play it, annoyingly. It took me long enough to get past alternate picking with it. Alternate picking of galloping is... it's essentially down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and vice versa. I don't know why I had to think about the order of that. However, to be able to play it effectively, you should be able to play it down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, which is... So I had to retrain myself to be able to gallop just with the picking movement. Hereafter follows a montage of a couple of times where I recorded myself trying it with nothing but a pick while I was at work and in my mate's car. There you go. So I had to retrain my brain to be able to do that. All I have to do now is speed that up, which is really difficult. I'm going to pop on the metronome because I found out that my Ableton Live has a metronome. So I'll click it on. Okay, it's 120. I don't think I can do 120. No, I can't do it that fast. It's as simple as that. Okay, so we're going to turn that off. We're going to turn this to 95. Okay, so I can clearly manage that, and that's useful, but I need to be able to speed up. So I'm going to practice this as much as possible, and every week I'm going to have a little section which I will call probably something stupid. I probably won't call it galloping, I'll probably call it running like a horse or being an idiot, I'm not entirely sure what yet, where I will update you with my galloping technique, because I really want to be able to gallop at really quick speed. First and foremost, I want to be able to play Iron Maiden's Power Slave, which is amazing. I really want to be able to play that at speed, and yes, for those keen eye of you noticed, I actually defaulted to alternate picking during that, which is really annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try at 100 beats per minute. I'm going to see if I can manage that. This is what I'm going to call it. That. I don't know what I'm calling it yet. I'm sure I'll think up of a ridiculously stupid name, and that will be it. Because, well, what's the point in taking the piss out of yourself if you can't have a few laughs every now and then? Bit of galloping. See, I lost it there. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I lost it a little bit, which is a bit annoying. I'm going to push it up to 105. And I'm going to completely lose this. Okay, right, well, I kind of got it. Kind of. So I can currently gallop at 105 beats per minute. Not particularly fast, but you've got to realise that during each beat I'm going and then leaving a gap. So I'm essentially going. So I'm not going to do particularly long whatever today. I've nearly called it a lesson. I'm not doing a lesson, really teaching myself. I'm sort of trying to. Okay, I'm trying to teach myself, but unfortunately, this entire next section is galloping, which is a bit annoying, really. So this is literally telling me to gallop and then change notes halfway through. So we're going to try that. It says to do it at 100 beats per minute. I'm just going to try and do it at my own time. No, so you got that wrong, because actually what I'm doing is that. So. Okay, unfortunately I diverted to alternate picking through that. Bit annoying. So the next one, power chord. Lovely power chord. And then into a gallop, so. No, I should probably palm mute that, it sounds better. Okay. So I should probably leave you on a song like I did last time. I have no idea what to leave you on. Let's try what is probably likely to be a terrible version of The Wicker Man by Iron Maiden.